Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on the channel, another video that I'm bringing to you, and today we're going to be talking just a little bit about a few things that have been bothering me lately with mental health. And I'll start by saying, if you've got a friend that suffers with their mental health illness and you don't know much about mental health as a whole, my advice to you would be to just take some time to do a little bit of research. It's not going to take long. You know, think of all the times when you're just sitting there on your phone scrolling through, not really looking at anything, you're just bored. You know, use that sort of time to go onto Google and look into mental health. And you know, because when you got a friend, if you really care about your friends, you'll do this, because you know, it's important for that friend to know that they have got somebody there that even if they don't fully understand what they're going through, they know what they're going through. And sometimes we don't just need advice when we want to go and talk to people. Sometimes we just need people to listen, and some people just don't understand that, you know what I mean? And like, you could go and talk to someone and they could be offering you advice, and you know, you could have already thought of what they've said, or you could have just not be in the mood to listen to somebody tell you what could possibly change things for you, because sometimes you just really need someone to sit there and listen to how you feel. You know, we need an outlet as people that suffer with mental health illness. We need a way of expressing ourselves in a positive way, and talking to somebody that we love, like a friend or even a family member. But today I'm more talking about a friend. It, you know, really does help a long way. And when you're talking to a family member, it's harder to talk to a family member because, you know, we always feel like we're going to disappoint people. And with a family member, you don't want to disappoint the people that mean the most to you, and family does mean more to you than friends a lot of the time for a lot of people, you know, the people that are close to their families. So the stress put onto somebody's head. Okay, that's my shower pump you're hearing right now. Let's let that pass. Keep going. I got one of those walk-in showers, you know, you just walk in and turn it on, and yeah, it's a nice shower though, to be fair. It's good, man. Come on, man, trying to record a video here. God damn it, man. So I'm just gonna talk over this, okay? Because, like, you know, when I'm editing a video, because I do all of this on my mobile, I record on my phone, and then I edit it all on my phone, I upload it to YouTube on my phone. So sometimes what I have to do is record like a part of a video and then stop recording, record another part, and chop it all out, and it's a messy business, man, trust me. But I'm just gonna keep recording, so excuse that. I'll try and edit it out in the sounds. But anyway, back to the video. So talking to a friend can be easier than talking to a family member. And friends, you can talk to them about, I think some people feel like you can talk to your friend about more personal stuff than you could probably talk to your family about. Like, you know, if you were going through something relationship wise, you'd probably go to your friend before you went to your family and speak to your friend about it. So it can be the same with mental health. If you're struggling mentally, you might rather go to a friend than a family member. So to that friend, you know, if you're watching this video right now and you've got a friend that suffers and you don't know what to do, my advice would be to just learn about mental health. I mean, I'm not telling you to go and preach it or whatever like that. I'm just saying to just, if this person has anxiety, just look up anxiety. You know, or if this person has depression, look up symptoms. Maybe you can spot when this person's personality is starting to change because of the depression is having an impact on them. They might be becoming more withdraw, and you know, withdraw from society, and all these little things that you might not notice before, you will notice in the future if you just do a little bit of research about mental health. And that way we might be able to prevent, you know, a lot of things from happening. And I'm not saying we're going to prevent people from jumping off bridges or taking their own life with tablets or anything like that. you know, what we can do is offer people who are in that sort of dire, stressful situation where they're thinking about ending their life, is to give them an option to say, look, you don't have to do this. We can try and help you. We can try and pull together. Do you know what I mean? And there's no judgment here, guys. No judgment on my videos at all. You know, if you've attempted suicide, you know somebody that has, you know, sadly committed suicide, there is no judgment here at all, man. And that's what I try and explain to people is, like, some people will not talk about their struggles with their mental health because they feel like it's embarrassing or they feel ashamed of themselves, and you gotta cut that shit out, guys. And you know me, I'm as blunt as it can be. You gotta cut that shit out, that way of thinking, because I can guarantee you now, like, people will not find you embarrassing because you struggle mentally. And do you know what? The fact is, every single person will struggle mentally at some point during their life. Everybody will. Even if it's just a batch of depression that lasts a month and then they're fine again for the rest of their life. Some people, I mean, every people will suffer with their mental health at some point. It's not an embarrassing thing. And in today's world as well, in 2020, mental health is red hot. Mental health is right there. It's in the limelight. Everybody's talking about it. Not little is being done, but we are moving forward in a way where people are actually talking about it now, and celebrities can come out and with all their fan reach and stuff, they can come out and say, oh yeah, well, I suffer with my mental health now, and their careers won't be over because of it. Or, you know, people, I spoke to somebody, a doctor who works in Pakistan, and I spoke to him it's about a year ago now, and he was explaining to me how badly he suffers with his mental health, but he couldn't say a word because, one, he wouldn't be a doctor anymore. It would impact his whole career and everything he spent 15 years studying for. And then second of all, not only that, he'd be abandoned by his family. They would tell him to go. They would not have any interest in helping him whatsoever. And I know different cultures are different and stuff like that, but it shouldn't be that way. And especially in today's world where people are coming out, and people with you know, high stature are coming out and saying things that they're struggling with their mental health, it should really try to, well, I should really hope that it would give other people the confidence in situations like that doctor is in. And you know, that doctor's okay now, he's all right, and I spoke to him not so long ago, and he's fine, he's doing okay, and he's got himself together. One of the most important things in mental health, which I've explained on videos before this, is routine. And I speak from experience, and then on top of that, it's, you know, it's not just speaking from experience. I live this, you know, I live this. What I tell you on these videos, I live this way a lot of the time, and I don't just do these videos and then I turn it off and my life is great and full of, you know, amazing things, because it's really not. I do these videos while in the situation I'm talking about. So for example, this video is about, you know, friends, and I've had recent experience with a friend who, you know, was just really horrible to me, really horrible to me about my mental health, because they didn't want to take the time to learn about it, or they didn't care enough to want to learn about it. So pick your friends, guys. I keep my circle very small. I've had, you know, acquaintances, I've had people you'd call friends but not close friends, so, you know, distant friends, and I've had really close friends, best friends. And what I've learned over 28 years on this planet is there's not many people that, the people that are in your life now, there's not many of them that will be there in 5 years time. And I've come to know that, and it might not be with, you know, because of an argument or because of any hatred whatsoever. It's just people move on and adjust and move forward. So it's really important to understand and to know who you're gonna invest all your emotions into. and it's hard to figure that out. I understand that, but when you find a best friend, you'll know. I'm quite lucky in the fact that I do have a best friend, and we've been friends for over 10 years and never even had a single argument or debate. It's a true bromance sort of thing, man. And I know how lucky I am to have that friendship, because we can go months and months and months without talking. The second we meet up, we're like that again, and it's just, that's a true friendship. Because as you get older, you start to, you know, separate. You can't hang out every single day like you probably could have 10 years ago. So, but anyway, I've just rambled on a bit in this video, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you can take something from it.